Hello, everybody, and welcome to Source Energy Collective. We're so glad you're here with us. We have Jerry and we have Larry here, my divine masculine partners in crime. You guys want to come up and say hi?
Absolutely. Hello, 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 everybody.
Hello, good morning.
So one has been kind of been topic of conversation. We were talking about a whole bunch of different things, but we decided we wanted to pull on some current events that are happening within Canada. And that would be the little speech that our PM made about how in the past couple years, Canada has done a lot of work to be able to set up for this new world order. What is he talking about when he said that? And also, I just wanted to bring into awareness that there was also a few years ago another speech that he made where he was warning Canadians about the dangers of China. So there's been a huge shift in thinking in his head, so we just wanted to see what was going on. They also signed a trade deal on canola and on dog food. I'm not buying any dog food from them.
Yeah.
But who knows? It might not be labeled. So let's see what the cards want to tell us. Jerry, do you have cards ready to go so I can mute and shuffle?
Sure. Go ahead. China obviously is the house of the rising sun, right? It's has a lot of historical um, references to a lot of the dynasties in the past. Has a lot of rich history. China. Um, Particularly what I asked the cards is show me what relationship with Canada is, and it does seem like there is a strong relationship with China, with Canada, and it has like I know in Barkerville when I went to Barkerville in BC here in it's an old gold mine, and China, you know, gave Canada a lot of the Chinese slaves to help build the railroads back then, and even mine for gold. So there has been a working relationship in the past. I'm getting the justice card here. It's coming, so there seems to be a recalibration that is coming, and even a karmic cycle that is also beginning to present itself. Everything that's happening right now is happening very quickly. So everything is amped up massively. I'm seeing that there's a lot of, they're trying to show a lot of control. They're trying to show a lot of composure right now. They're trying to show the public that that they got everything under control, but they don't. Everything is, this is a number 8, and so karmically everything is beginning to crack at the seams. That's what's going to happen, and there's going to be justice coming. Yeah, right. Yeah, so it doesn't look like anything really is going to be fulfilled to what their agenda really wants. There's probably going to be a massively, well, here, let's do a couple clarifiers here, see if people are going to be protesting. Oh, God, yeah. So there's going to be people finding the courage to stand up and to bring in a new way of looking at things. So these are all yellow, so it's all about, so it's all like good omen. It's sun shining. So it's going to be epic. So we're going to see a refinement that's going to be taking place, is what I'm getting.
Don't you guys feel like a broken record? It's like it's constantly the same thing, right?
You
With
know what?
everything that we pull.
Yeah, it's a great timeline that we're on. We're I don't want to interrupt your guys' tarot pull, but yeah, I
We're
mean
not the
we
tarot
are
pulling.
manifesting and creating a new way of being, and and if I think the more that we can look at this earth plane as being the beautiful initiation, um, ground. I don't know what better way of saying it. Maybe Larry or Marcia can help me, but it takes away the victimhood. It makes it into more of a beautiful play um, than the victimization.
Yeah, I asked the question, um, is a new world order still viable?
Oh, good
And,
one.
and I drew the page of rods, and of course, it's a young man adorned with a medallion of the sun. So again, we see Jerry's son here, and the page is shouting out a message. Good news is on the way. Don't be shy. Make your voice heard. So again, this is people coming out against the New World Order.
It's beautiful. I absolutely love that, Larry. It's a great take. Hey,
I just
man.
wanted to touch on what Jerry was saying is that I think what he, correct me if I'm wrong, when you were like, it's a beautiful timeline that we're on, and the world is, the word that was coming through for me was a canvas, right? The world is a canvas, and we say it all the time. We create our world, we are the creators, right? And yes, all these things are happening in our external, but really it is what's happening on the internal. Like today is beautiful, right? Like I was just telling my friends here, like I feel so good. I've been really working on just staying centered in consciousness and awareness in the now. Um, Doing a little mantra from the monks saying today is going to be a day of peace. I'm going to meet everything with peace, joy, and kindness. And, it's just kind of shifted everything in my heart. My heart feels open. The world seems brighter. And yes, all these things are happening. Yes, we have canola oil now and dog food, but like, it's just a fucking joke, right? So, it's like, how much do you want to attach to all that crap, right? Um, so I is that what you were saying was the world is like a canvas? Did I hit it?
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it, right? And we can, like Bob Ross used to say, there's no mistakes, there's just happy mistakes, I think is what he calls them. So, it's not like we're not going to have challenges. Challenges is where our growth really happens, is when we can look at it as a challenge rather than looking at it as being a victim and avoiding the uncomfortable. Because in the uncomfortable is when we actually kind of start to shift ourselves, because sometimes that's what it takes, right?
So another thing, I think this is what triggered the conversation between me and Bree. It was because I sent her this screenshot that somebody went on to try to log into their CRA. So heads up, when you log into the CRA, you are unable to log in unless you choose, unless you choose to agree to digital ID, right? So it's like that's what we're saying. The world is a canvas. You can choose. It's your choice. They're bringing it on like, oh, it's their choice, right? But if you don't, this and this and this, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna click that little box. So that is about like, yes, the world is doing its thing, and yes, there are things happening, but it's not gonna affect my little world, and I'm not going to go up and like cause all this chaos and stuff like that. No, because that's going to rock me off my boat, right? So, yeah, it's just that simple, right? And
Yeah, we want to be a rock and not roll, right?
yeah, be a mountain, right?
Yeah.
So as I was shuffling around this not digital, oh, stop, this China and this China and Canada thing. Um, this popped out, the Seven of Swords. Now, I don't know if you guys can see it for people who know tarot, Seven of Swords, right? Sneaky, underhanded. Look at him for people who don't know tarot. Look
Greedy.
at how sneaky he looks, greedy, right? And what were we saying before? It's like what was coming in is all these politicians and all these things that are happening is shining the light on how they're trying to implode countries. I'm not talking about one particular country. It's being shown, right? It's being shown as in Venezuela, it's being shown in Minnesota, and they are doing all these different, like putting in all these rules, laws, agendas, BC land claims to implode the countries, the places, while making themselves rich. That's the Seven of Swords, right? So, okay, I'll read on the Canada, China New World Order statement that he did make. The Six of Pentacles. This is like six is remembrance in the Six of Cups. So, what this card is saying to me is that this is just bringing light into, and this is Carney, right? King of Cups. I feel like this is Carney. Um, and they have been working on this without knowing, without like very underhandedly behind the scenes, bringing all these C bills in to block our voice and everything else. That's what it's talking about, is that all the work that he's been doing in the past few years has been setting them up for this new world order, because all the work that he's been doing is all bringing in all these laws and rules and regulations to put us in jail for posting a meme, for like that whole, and it's always masked in the greater good, right? Like you can't do any hate speech, but there's no stipulations on what that hate speech is. It's just if somebody believes what you said is mean, and all these people have their panties in a bunch, you can't even fucking talk in these today in the present without hurting someone's feelings. Like, come on, give me a break, right? I'm Generation X. Like, we don't fucking care. Like you can say whatever you say to us, but it rolls off our shoulder. And it just seems that the world has their panties in a bunch. It's ridiculous, right? But back to the reading. So that's that. He has been doing all of this work in the past. That's Carney. That's the government, right? And that's what he's been talking about, setting it up. But right now, okay, all this work that's been done in the past, see, that's the C bills, right? Gagged. You're unable to talk. You're unable to like say, hello, this is not okay. Something crazy is happening. You're gonna get put in jail, right? It's happening in the UK for people who think that they can't do that. People in the UK are doing that. And Carney is all about the UK. He's like setting Canada up to be like the little UK. And look at the UK. They are in complete revolt and like craziness right now. Have you guys seen that? Um, so
Yeah.
that is what he's blocking, right? Gagged, because that is what he's gagging. The Six of Cups, the remembrance, the goodness, the remembrance of how it's supposed to be. All these things and all these things that he's been preparing is being gagged. But the cards are calling us to become the Queen of Cups, to not exactly what the message of this channel is saying, not get pulled into the chaos. It is a fucking clown show. It's a clown show. It is nothing else, right? Because look what's underneath it. The sun. And did you guys not pull the sun and yellow cards, right?
Yeah.
And what they said about the sun and the yellow cards was people are going to use their voice. So, Queen of Cups, you got to balance this Queen of Cups is maternal. She's nurturing, right? I feel like it's talking about nurturing yourself, being maternal, putting in that like all these practices that can help you keep your center so that you can be the sun, so that you can know in yourself what it is that you know without all the external bullshit that's going on, right? That is going to come into a timeline split yet again, broken record. Some people are going to go into the path of the Queen of Cups after balancing, after nurturing yourself. We're going to go into a place where it's just like that. In my opinion, what the cards are saying, it's that place where it's like People are just going to be like, no, thank you. That kind of vibration, that soft but firm vibration of the Knight of Cups, right? He is charging forward. It is a red horse. It's aligned with the fire horse. But what's coming through right now is not mass revolutions. It's just a silent kind of like knowing. I don't know if you guys are picking up. I know you guys are picking up revolutions and people are going to come up. The
Yeah.
other timeline is the other timeline is that people just don't want to see it. They're ostriches in the sand, but let them have their world. It is fine. If that's what they want, don't let them rock you off the boat. You stay in nurturing your own self, your family, right? Stay unattached to what's going on. Today will be a day of peace, right? I'm going to meet everything with love, joy, and compassion for also yourself. And then this would be the advice. The Six of Swords. So the advice from the tarot cards are telling us that yes, the New World Order thing is actually coming. If it does take hold, this is what they want us to be in poverty, us to be begging for crap, for peanuts. But it's also here to be like, what do you want? Which one do you want? The Six of Swords. Do you want to balance your emotions, go on a journey, go on a pilgrimage, or do you want to be obsessed with looking at the illusions? So, again, broken record, right? Like things are happening in the background. Things have always happened in the background. Canada and China have been like this. They have been like this, right? Um, Under wraps, though. And right now, they're bringing it forward to show people what they have been doing for years, 10
Yeah.
years,
Yeah.
right?
You know what's
So
funny? Are you finished?
I'm done. Yes.
Okay. Okay. You know what's really kind of entertaining is I was talking to my neighbor the other day, and well, yesterday. That's not the other day. It's yesterday, and I kind of told him some things in the past, and he said to me, "You know what, Jerry?" He says, "All the things that you've ever told me, they always come true, but it's like whenever you tell me, it's like when he tells you it's going to be when you tell me it's going to be like a month or two." I just tack on a couple of years now, and then I know when it's gonna happen. So it was so cute. So I did do a quick tarot pull, Marcia, while you were talking because I felt
Yeah,
the need.
let me just comment on what you just
Okay,
said because if I hold it and comment later, then it's going to be like I have to remind
gotcha.
everyone what you just said. So yes, what we say is actually we're not all that or anything else. We just have a connection to the divine, right? And we trust it. Everybody can do it if you just kind of slow down and listen, and connect to Mother Earth. But it reminds me of a conversation I had with my husband. I was like, so silver has gone up and yeah, it has. I'm sending him screenshots, right? Like, look, babe, don't you wish you bought more silver and didn't like make fun of me for saying like we should buy silver? I bought silver.
Oh,
I'm like,
good, good.
but then it's like that whole thing where you want to say, but you know it's not nice to say, right? I told you so,
Yeah,
So it's kind of like take take note, right? Like we're not saying that everything that we say is right. We're reading the energy of the timeline that we are on, and if something flips us off that timeline, things can absolutely change. But we've been pretty accurate, right?
yeah,
So
that's right. Yeah, Larry,
Yeah,
I
and what I would just add to that, Jerry, and I think I mentioned it before, and the question is, what what is the difference between conspiracy theory and conspiracy fact?
a
wow.
few
And
years. Is
and
it a
and
few years?
and the well, what I said before about 6 months. Now,
Yes.
now,
Yeah,
now, now, your neighbor is stretching it to 2 years, but you get the drift.
yeah,
Yes.
I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, right on, Larry. That's exactly
So
right, man.
it's
That's
also like
exactly.
what just happened, the Canadian convoy. Remember that? That was a huge portion of my wake up, right? It felt so, I'm getting goosebumps. It felt so wrong what they were doing. And the Emergencies Act and trampling like old elder native elders with horses. And then people are like in my community, oh, it's just they are Nazis with the swastika. And then with the Emergencies Act and cutting Canadians off for donating to the Freedom Convoy, they would cut off their bank accounts. And I cannot believe that people were not up in arms, because now what's coming out along the lines of the conspiracy theory 6 months is that in the Court of Appeal, second time, it is deemed that the Emergencies Act was unconstitutional. Like no fucking shit, Charlie, right? But
Yeah.
it has to come with like all these court things. Instead, you can look in your heart. Stop listening to the hypnotizing news and look in your heart, because I just don't understand how people could not see that as like a blaring truth of like how it is so wrong, you
Yeah.
know?
Well, a big
Wow.
problem with that is that we've all given our own personal authority outside of us to some nabob, you know. Um, okay, so let me do the digital ID one. I think it's kind of good to keep bringing that to the forefront, because the more that we bring that into our awareness, the
Excuse me.
better it will be for everybody if to make their own choice with. So, while you were talking, you're right. You guys were both right. Intuition, intuition, intuition. So that's the root of everything. Use your intuition, right? This is a real woo card too. You can see there's a lot of symbology on this card. So
That's the Queen of
currently, right now,
Wands. Yes.
yeah,
But don't, yes.
yeah. So currently, right now, this is representing the digital ID, which is the nine of wands. So
Look at
there's
him. Show the card. Bring it closer. Look at him.
yeah.
Look at
So
him.
this is
Look at how
this is
fucking sneaky he looks. Look.
yeah. But this is Canada too. But this is also the Canada wanting the digital IDs. We got the biggest household debt in any country. Um,
Millions of
so people
dollars.
are
Trillions.
completely beat
Yes.
up, and and they've been waiting. They've been waiting to bring this digital ID out for a while. So that's what's coming, and it's going to be like, here's your card, Marcia, the free choice, the free will, the you can be a total fool and jump into and sign the papers, or sign up for the CRA, whatever you want to do, right? But here's the beautiful part. Here comes the bottom line. The bottom line is the young people, the ones that can still think, they're not going to put up with that shit. They're seeing through all the falsities, and the recommendation is to move your assets and move your ass away from their bullshit. And all they're trying to do is they're just trying to dominate your own thought process, your own consciousness is what they're trying to dominate. Because if they can dominate your consciousness, then they gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. So as you were talking, the hanged man came up, but it didn't come up in reverse at all. It came up like right side up. But again, like it's there for some reason, I want to see it in reverse. And if you look at it in reverse, you guys, look, what does he look like? He's dancing,
Looks like
right?
he's having a good time.
He's having a good time. I have never seen that before. So what this card is speaking to me about as Jerry was talking is, you know what? Like just wait. Just
Yeah.
wait, just do your thing, just carry on with life. Yes, these things are happening. Just wait and see, right? You don't have to do that. You don't have to do anything. I know that at that if like you can't access your tax stuff, we still have mail, right? We still have
Yep.
mail. We can go old school, right? So I'll go back to mail, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, that's going to be a big conversation around a lot of the AI stuff, a lot of the basically a lot of the algorithms, and keeps our attention span. You know, that's really going to be a huge issue coming forward. What do you got there?
Digital ID, 3 cards.
Uh huh.
So, 10 of Pentacles in the past. This is a total agenda to bank, to fill up, to line their fucking pockets, right? On the backs of Canadians. They are trying to put it in really, really fast. Jerry is right. It's a hangman. They were waiting for the right time. And you know what? Like, this is not the right time. This is not the right time with all the revolutions coming up, with revelations coming up, so that humanity, like the ostriches, the everything, people are starting to see. So why are they bringing this on right now? Because they are and their backs up are against the wall. They have to. This is their last ditch effort, right? So that's why it's coming in so fast. It's not, they're not doing it from a place of power. We are in a place of power. They're doing it from a place of desperation. See? Seven of Swords again, twice. What's the chances of that? Right? This is totally a manipulative, sneaky, sneaky thing. Also aligned with setting us up for the new world order. It's just another way to take away our freedoms and our ability to say no, right? Take a look at China. Do we want to be China? I'm Chinese, right? So, do we want to be China? No. No one can tell me I'm being racist. I'm fucking
Yeah.
Chinese. So,
Yeah. Well, if you can control people, what they say and what they think, then they can create. Because a lot of these control mechanisms, they cannot create their own reality. But we have the creator's ability to create realities. So they want us to create their dystopian future. We have to deny that, and we have to stay firm within a true belief of who we are, and therefore we have the power. We're not victims at all. In fact, if people knew their true power, they would be astonished. And that's what scares a lot of people and keeps them playing small, because they so badly don't want to know themselves as being the creator of all things, because there's a heavy responsibility. You have to stop doing a lot of stupid ass shit and take responsibility in our lives. So it's not an easy path to go down.
no, it's not. But it's worth it,
Oh,
right? It's just like the
oh
dark
yeah.
night of the soul. It's supposed to be like that. The dark night of the soul, the tower moments, like it's supposed to be, oh my God, this is what we've been like living in. But then that doesn't last a long time. Hook in with like communities like us. We have a public telegram group, right? We see the world differently. Yes, it can be lonely because a lot of people in like are surrounded by a lot of the hypnotized, right? But seek out people. People just don't want to speak too much, but you're going to see that when you start looking, people will show themselves, right? So I'm pulling on, will there be any consequences for the people, for the person who called the Emergencies Act? And will there be any justice for the people that were affected negatively from the Emergencies Act being called in Canada?
Larry, did you have something you wanted to say too, my friend?
Oh,
Or
sorry, Larry.
Yeah, I just pulled
Oh my
the
God,
card.
sorry. Can you stop me if I do that again, please?
I just pulled the card off the bottom of the deck, and I came up with one of my favorite cards, the Hermit.
Oh,
beautiful.
It's an old man leaning on his staff, holds up a shining lantern. He shows the way to wisdom and enlightenment. The strong healing card suggests looking inward, seeking
yes.
the inner path and opportunity for self-knowledge. So again, go inside, go inside, go inside.
Shut the
Beautiful.
mind off. Get off your fucking phone. Shut your mind off. The phone is like, okay, what the monks are saying is like they're calling the phone your lover, right? Your lover. You're giving your children their lovers. Like that's pretty like, ugh. And it puts a big spin on it, right? Like a machine is not my lover, but we act like it is. It's like
It's a,
right beside us. It's on us all the fucking time, right? You
yeah.
know?
Well, I mean, if there is a serious disconnect when it comes to technology and relationships. They really do get in the way.
Can you guys pull on the ruling that came out about the Emergencies Act? I'm curious to see what you guys got.
Sure.
So in the past, we have the devil, we have manipulation, obsession, greed, right? In the present, we have the Nine of Wands, we have struggle. So the devil aspecting the Nine of Wands is that when this Freedom Convoy the Emergencies Act was called, it was definitely not a higher vibration, and it put people in a lot of like grief and suffering. But now, with the Emergencies Act being deemed unconstitutional, we have the Queen of Wands again calling you to step into your power in whatever way that is for you. Is it stepping? She's very intuitive. She has melded she's also the life of the party, right? Like just know your truth in your heart, seek in your heart. That's the message of today. Hey, go in your heart, discern it, take out the noise, right? That's what the Queen of Wands is saying right now. Make your judgment. So yes, there will be judgment, there will be consequences, and there will be reparations for people that were negatively affected by the Freedom Convoy, the Emergencies Act being called. A lot of people lost their jobs. I think it goes along not just with the Freedom Convoy thing, the Emergencies Act thing. I think that people will get reparation for the wrong that was done to them within that whole 5-year time frame. But you need to figure it out. You need to demand it, which is the Queen of Wands. She's not a she's powerful. You got it too?
Yeah, it's that's exactly what I got. Is to stand within our power, and you notice she's facing it straight on, so
Yeah.
it's the recommendation is we're facing that situation straight on, and we are going to be moving away from this regime is what I'm getting, because in the past.
You have a chicken in your thing. The She's got a chicken. Why does she have a
No,
chicken?
we
Where
love
does
it.
the
We
cat
love it.
go?
Talk about earthy, eh? Yeah, because I got in the past, they've used the police and at their own, they've used thugs in their own thing, but that is going to be come to an end. That's going to be shown to the public that's no longer going to stand. And yeah, we're going to have a totally new government coming forth is how I'm wanting to read that at this point. And yeah, they're completely done. This is the
They're
root of it.
completely done.
They're
It's
they're
desperation.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're done.
yeah,
Yeah, they're done. It's just they're. I think they're just. This is just a bit of a show to show the
yeah.
people what's going on.
So my last card, the advice was the lovers come into union and balance within yourself, right? Come from a place of power, not from a place of emotional reaction. Come from a place of power. And honestly, like when you do see it like a clown show and like a movie that's playing out, yes, it does have serious consequences for some people. Absolutely. Right. But once you kind of detach from that, it won't touch you. It won't, it can't, right? That's like isn't that one of the living laws? I feel like that's a living law. That's what's coming
Well, you're
through.
not in resonance with it,
Yeah.
right? You're yeah. So it's the law of vibration is what
Yeah.
I would count that as. You're not a
Yes.
matched. You're only a match to whatever frequency you're emitting yourself, right? So
And the law of assumption.
yeah,
Assume
because there will.
yourself in this place, right? And
Sure.
like know it, feel it, align with it. Align with love, align with abundance, align with it. That's a law of assumption. That's a living law. That's a universal law. The world has to follow,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
What else can we pull on? This is fun. Um, something else came up around Canada.
Well,
Oh, but Larry's in the United States. Larry, what do you want to know about the United States? You guys are in a big uproar right now.
Yeah, one question you can say, will there be a civil war?
Where in the States?
Yes.
Okay.
that's a good question.
Remember when what Bashar said? Like, oh, I don't even want to say it. But a lot of the things are coming online right now. People are touting that there's going to be a World War III. If that does not hit my intuition at all, there will not be a World War III. 100%. Okay, but will there be a civil war in the United States? Are you talking the whole United States, Larry? The whole United States. I'm going to do the whole United States because there's little civil wars happening in each state right now. You know, like with the ICE and the fraud, and people are fighting each other. A journalist, an independent journalist, got attacked yesterday by anti-ICE people because he went to a protest for anti-Islamic and anti-ICE. And then the people that were pro that attacked him. So yeah, hypnotized people are dangerous.
Yeah.
They're very in their emotions. It's what Jerry was saying. It's the mob. So be careful.
Well, okay, I'm just going to wing this as best as I can here. And this is what I'm getting. So obviously, obviously, United States is a very important piece of the puzzle. They still hold the world's currency and such. And obviously, there's a darker force that wants to dominate, and well, that's very much embedded within the United States right now. There's a lot of darkness. Um, I mean, this is the root of it right here. I got the King of Pentacles. So there, whether this is a Trump card in reference to Trump, I couldn't tell you. But it does look like there is some form of authority that is overlooking the United States as we speak. Let me just keep going with the tarot pull. Maybe that'll come into clarity. They're holding back
What is
on
that?
yeah, the ten of rods. So so they're trying to hold back any that like there will be a revolution, but they're trying to hold back any of the really because a lot of the dark forces, they want the total chaos. It's not that chaos is bad, it's just that they don't want to have runaway chaos. They don't want to have crazy chaos. They want to have organized chaos, if that makes sense. So it's like we're doing a demolition, but we're setting the explosives in certain areas, so that way we get a controlled demolition. We don't want like bricks flying all over the place hitting other houses. So they're it's a controlled demolition. And so it's basically it's what they're trying best to do is to keep people's emotions from affecting them. So it's about being centered within yourself, so that you're not
What
getting
is that
pulled.
card?
This is the King of Cups, so it's
Holy fuck,
about
we're pulling the same cards.
yeah. So it's about it. So really, what a lot of the emotions that are coming up need to be alchemized, so that way it's not going into civil war. Um, yeah, I mean, a lot of people are turning to religions and stuff right now because they are starting to see beyond the physical 3D reality. And so it's a jump into the unknown is what I'm seeing. I don't think people are going to necessarily. There will be, of course, there'll be probably be like the paid actors. There'll be a lot of that, and there will be some chaos. But I feel more that there's like a Neptunian type of energy coming in, and I think that's the alignment for 2026 too. So I think that there's more There's a beautiful energy that's going to be sweeping in, that's going to be more heart centered. It's going to be more angelic. I don't think that there, I mean, obviously they want that to happen. There's wanting for that to be more destruction and chaos. But I believe that it's being held back by higher forces, and it's, oh geez, I just got a huge rush of energy, goosebumps. So yeah, there's some planetary influences that are not going to let that happen, where there's going to be so much chaos. There will be chaos, but it won't be like a civil war, all out, everybody shooting each other up kind of thing.
Yeah, what I got, I just pulled one card, Three of Cups. And of
Mhm.
course, here's the cups with the water. The water is very important. It's three maidens in the garden correspond to the three graces, surrounded
Beautiful.
by blooms. They raise their cups in celebration. So I basically, yeah, that's a big no for me. And you're right, there is divine intervention.
That's a
Love it.
unity card for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I did a quick clarity poll, and yeah, I don't see. They want that. They want to present that as, but it's not going to happen. Beautiful, Larry.
So I got the Page of Wands in the background. So that's like, that is talking about what's going on right now is all this fire. All these people are seeing it for the first time. The page is a new road, right? All these people are seeing all these like corrupt things that are going on in the United States. Um, and it's lighting a fire. So that's why on both sides, right? On both timelines. So the fire is lit on both timelines. As you can see, there's like the people that are pro ice, and then there's people that are anti ice. So, but both people are very fiery and very like determined, standing firm in their beliefs. But it's like a split. There are two different timelines, right? Um, it is going into a place of like burden and stress. So that is what we're seeing right now, with all these things that are happening. You can also say that, like, I'm not in America, but I am kind of like watching, observing what's going on. And there is a lot of chaos, a lot of like fighting, a lot of like crazy things happening down there within each state. I wouldn't particularly call it a civil war. I would call it like a rebellion, or something like that. The King of Cups, yes, I agree with Jerry. It's calling everybody to go into their highest, like, balanced emotional self. Sit there, and don't let people rock you off your own boat in your own stable emotions. Like, try to even go even a step further and know that these emotions are fleeting, that they are not real, that emotions change all the time. So balance, 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 balance. And that's calling you to go within. So the to go within yourself, to seek out your own kind of like way forward. And then I got a tower moment.
Oh wow.
So I feel like this tower moment is talking about, I asked for clarity on the tower moment. One thing around the tower moment is it's hitting people's belief systems, right?
There
It's
we go.
the four of swords. It's hitting people's like, um everything that they've been told is going to be brought down. Everything that they know that they've learned in school, they're going to find out that it's not, that it's false, right? So, and it's also a tower moment. When that happens, it's also a tower moment of the governments and the structures, right? But that is not saying that there's going to be a civil war. I feel the cards are saying no, there won't be a civil war. I feel like it's like a necessary, again, broken record. It's a necessary path through the chaos to come out the other side, so that everything can be created again. It's kind of like the 2026 fire horse, the year of revelations, right? This is what it's talking about. Will there be a civil war because of the revelations? I asked for clarity on the tower, and I got the Hierophant and the Four of Swords. So I don't think it is. I think the tower moment is more talking about like the government will change, everything will change around the systems. And then also people will start kind of seeing that the box that they've been kind of living in will break as well. So yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. That's beautiful. Yeah, I mean the ego, right? They be fracturing people's limiting beliefs.
Limiting
Uh,
beliefs, and also like the news is telling us the truth, and the government, it has our best interest at heart. I think like that's what the beliefs, the box is talking about, right? And to come into your own sovereignty, and to know that don't put your power on the external, your power comes from within, right? And yes, we do live in a world full of systems, but we still have our own power. We can navigate those systems staying within our own sovereignty, right? I think that was the message.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I can wrap up my end here if you want with a herbal astrology.
Yeah, let's do a message from Mother Earth, Larry. You guys want to do that?
Sure.
Jared,
Yeah.
Jared, go ahead.
Okay. Well, Larry hasn't gone in a while. If he wants to go first, I can be a gentleman here.
No, I don't have anything, Jerry.
Okay, I'll jump in, and then if you do, we can get circle back to you. So I got the Jaguar, the Coco, as the recommendation from Spirit, and I'll read the guidance to y'all. Did I just say y'all? Huh, I must be
Y'all.
hanging around too many Americans. They're gonna start saying "a," and I'm saying "y'all." I love it. Okay, guidance. The mighty jaguar is the spirit animal to many great medicine peoples of the rainforest. The jaguar has been regarded as one of the fierce protectors of the sacred and seen as a bridge to the upper worlds, or messenger from the realms of spirit. Coco's lightning like energy has appeared today, signaling the piercing clarity, foresight, and power you all have available to you right now. Jaguar spirit rewards you as you stay true to your integrity in moments where you could easily give it away. Don't reject innate gifts you were born with, cultivate them, and don't shy away from their magnificent power. The power of Jaguar is that of the greatest shaman, able to assist in soul work and journeying to retrieve aspects of your power that has been forgotten or remained latent. So it's time to level
So
up.
yeah, and also trust in your intuition, trust that you have everything that you need to go through this, right? That's for Canada and that's for the United States, right? It's very
Yeah,
similar. The energies are very similar, even if the situations are very different. It's very, very similar. So,
yeah.
my message from, go ahead.
How crazy is it, eh, that we're actually siding with China, communist China, over our own? I've never thought I would ever see a world like this.
It's been happening for so long, over 10 years, over 10 years, definitely through the previous administration that we've had too. That's when it started happening, right? But it was so seedy and so quiet and secret. And now they're just telling you what they've been doing. That's all it is, right? We've been living in this world for a long time. It's just we were told lies, right?
How do you like me now?
So my message from Mother Earth is the guidance of the monkey and tuning into the monkey. Monkeys are so smart and they're so agile and nothing can fucking catch them. They're swinging from trees and they're like so intelligent. So be the monkey. Nothing can catch you. Swing from the trees. Be in your joy. Be smart, right? And then the guidance of the seal. So the seal makes people laugh, right? So it's like swing from the trees and have a good time and laugh at it all. That honestly saves my sanity so much, is when I find the humor in all these things. And sometimes, yes, the humor can be dark, right? But it is still humor and it does still raise your vibration. Keep doing your inner work, right?
Why did you have to pull the monkey cart? I fucking scared of monkeys, man. I was
Oh,
traumatized when I was like 8 years old. My dad took me to the Vancouver Zoo, and where the monkey was in a cage that had little holes I could put my. I was feeding it popcorn, and it kept pulling its hand away. And every time I brought my hand closer, and it finally grabbed onto my hand. It scared the living shit out of me. Yeah,
yeah, they're
there's
kind they're very smart. Yeah.
sneaky.
Sneaky,
Yeah,
sneaky, smart, intelligent, so
yeah.
intelligent. That's why the whole story was we evolved from monkeys.
Hey, what's your Chinese astrology animal? Do you know?
I am a hare, which is also can also be seen as a cat.
Oh,
I'm a cat.
Larry, do you know yours?
Not at the moment, but I do have a comment on the monkey. The monkey's up high in the canopy, so
Yes.
be above the fray is
Swing
the
from the
message.
branches.
You
Don't
know
you
what mine
see the
is?
monkeys?
I'm an
What?
earth monkey.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah,
I know.
that would scare me too, but that monkey was smart, right? He wanted your whole hand because he wanted the whole popcorn, not just the little tidbits that you were giving him. That's what he
Yeah,
was
well,
doing.
after he scared the shit out of me, he got his rocks off and it's flying around the cage like he did something really great. Scared the shit out of a kid. Yeah, well, I think this is a, what do they call this one? This year is a fire horse year, right? So I think we were learning that there's certain compatibilities with this first wave here, and I was looking at it. And yeah, mine I don't line up too good this first couple of years, but I think the third year it actually goes into Earth Monkey. So if in what are we at 26, 27, so 2028 might be my year. What did you
If
say yours
anyone
was?
wants, if anyone wants to learn more about Chinese astrology, because there are important things, Jerry's talking about your enemy year, right?
Yeah.
So your enemy year is not this year, right, Jerry?
No, but it's there's definitely challenges that I'm gonna. Well, we're all gonna go through this first year. Unless you're lined up with a goat or a horse, you might do really well this year. But yeah, Chinese astrology is pretty damn interesting.
Yeah, and it's really important to know your enemy years and like I don't know what it was also called, the shooting needles or something like that. There's a lot of stuff around that. It's very complex. Our good friend, our soul sister Brienne, she does that. You can find her on Readings with Brienne, YouTube Readings with Brie YouTube page, and all her links are in her YouTube page. And she does Chinese astrology. So yeah, you guys should also reach out to her and find out when your enemy year is as well. She told me I have it written down in my calendar. That's the year to lay low, not do anything new, just kind of just flow.
Yeah, or get hold of us because Larry's pretty damn good at giving out some good numerology and some perspectives on one's soul's mission here too. So you can give us a shout out too. That's not a
Oh my
problem.
God, you're so right. You're so right. So yeah, Chinese astrology, but also numerology. Larry's our numbers guy. We also have a Vedic astrologer. We have Marnie, right? Who does charts for people. So
Does she do
before,
tropical? Didn't she do tropical? I think she does
no,
tropical.
she does Vedic. I do
Okay.
tropical.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't do charts or anything like that. I'm just super interested in astrology. I've just followed it all my life. But if you guys are interested in doing Vedic or numerology, currently our website is coming out on the 23rd. So I would jump on it, you guys, because right now we're giving it away for free, right? So I know Marnie did a free Vedic chart for one of the girls that wanted a tarot pull. And Larry also gave her life's mission and all the numerology readings to the same lady. So yeah, reach out to us. Our links are below. Don't know what's going to happen when the website comes out. Don't know what the energy exchange will look like. It's all according to what we feel each of us particular individually feel is appropriate. So I would jump on it now, reach out to us. I'll connect you with Larry or Marnie or Bree. Bree's website is up and coming, but her prices are very reasonable. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed today. Sorry about my energy. I'm not going to say sorry, actually. I'm going to be the Queen of Wands. I know I had very high energy today. I don't know why. I just felt like just such peace. And then this was kind of fun, right? Like I see all this stuff as just absolutely a clown show, and it doesn't affect me. It really does not affect me. Um, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys want to pop in and say goodbye, go ahead.
All right, guys, later. We'll see you next time on the next one.
Yeah, enjoy.
Buckle up. But it's supposed to open into a world of beauty.